Hello. So today I'm going to do just about an hour long yin yoga practice with you. Hopefully you've got a nice mat to lie on, you've got some cushions, maybe a blanket that we can use as props. I'm also using the blanket for relaxation, and some water as well to drink along the way to help keep us hydrated and keep the joints fluid. So just remember, don't practice if you feel unwell. The poses are held around 3 to 5 minutes each. They can be quite challenging. They're challenging for the mind, keeping the mind still and undistracted while we remain in the pose, and also the body can go through a bit of a journey in terms of feeling the release of the muscles and the tendons, etc. If it hurts, don't do it, ease out of it. And remember, in yin yoga, the 80% rule, so don't do anything to 100% of your ability, don't push yourself. If you find that you're going fully into it 100%, then just ease off a bit, and that then allows the body just to relax deeper as we stay in the posture. Alright, let's begin. So if you come into Shavasana to start with, so lying on your backs, so just lying with the legs out straight if that's possible, heels together, letting the feet flop outwards, arms alongside the body with the palms turned upwards, and just closing the eyes. And we're just gonna lie here for a few moments, just focusing on the breath, slowing the breath, and relaxing the body. So just focusing on the body at the moment, just feeling the body relaxed on the mat, feeling the body supported by the floor, by the ground, and letting each part of the body just relax into the mat. And then each part of the body just start to feel relaxed and still. And bringing the focus now to the mind, to the breath, and just slowing that breath down. Just concentrating on making each inhale and exhale consistent with each other, and if you can, breathing in for 6 and breathing out for 6. Just focusing the mind on the breath, breathing in and breathing out nice and slowly, nice and deeply, and being aware as you breathe in and out of the chest and the abdomen rising as you fill the lungs, and the chest and the abdomen falling as you empty the lungs. Slowing the breath and slowing the mind. And just bringing the attention now to the mind, just noticing any thoughts that tend to pop in, and just acknowledging them and pushing them away, bringing your mind back to the breath. Trying to focus on the breathing, not letting the mind get caught up in any distraction. And now just being aware as we lie here on the mat of the space around the body, just outside the body. Maybe hearing some buzzing around the body, maybe hearing or feeling the air around the body and on the skin. And just resting completely on the mat, letting the body and the mind relax and be still. Just very gently wiggling your fingers and your toes a little, shaking the head from side to side very gently. And in a moment you're going to roll over onto your tummy. So staying lying down, just stretching the left arm up overhead, gently roll onto your tummy. And lying on the tummy, we're going to come into a half frog position. So we're going to start with the right leg. So just bring the right knee so it's in line with the hip. And then have the lower right leg coming straight down from the knee at a right angle. Okay. Currently on your elbows. Now you could stay on your elbows if you wanted to. Or perhaps just bring the head down to rest on the backs of the hands. And just let the shoulders relax down. If you wanted to bring a cushion under your head to be more comfy or under your chest, that's fine. You can have the arms outstretched if you wanted to. So we're going to stay here for 3 minutes. So we're working on that right hip, opening that right hip. And again, if that right hip feels a little bit uncomfortable, if this is a bit stiff for you, you can take a few little movements just to move the leg. So if it's not quite at a right angle, that's okay. But aiming for it to be at a nice right angle, so hip to knee, knee to ankle. And then we're just going to relax, bringing the head down. Focusing on the breath, breathing gently, just releasing the hips. And just being aware of how the body feels in this position. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Maybe it's starting to ache and then it leaves off. Maybe you're thinking, oh, this is lovely. I'm not placing any judgments on that, just noticing, relaxing into the posture, and letting the muscles and the tissue relax. So we've done just over a minute, so we've got just less than 2 minutes to go. Keep the breathing nice and slow. Less than a minute on this side. Again, if you need to shift anything, just to ease anything out, maybe the shoulders are aching a little bit like this. So you could change the arm position, not to put the head on one side, that's fine. So we're coming up to 3 minutes now. So just bring the right leg back so it's straight alongside the left. Just come up onto the elbow. So we're going to take the other leg now. So you're going to take the left leg out to the side. So the left knee is in line with the left hip. And then have that lower leg just coming straight down from the left knee at a right angle. So this may feel different, better, worse. And then again, coming forwards now. You're coming to rest the head on the backs of the hands. You can turn the head to one side, or have the arms out straight, or bring your cushion under your pillow, under your chest, or your head, whatever's comfortable for you. So we're going to take 3 minutes here as well. So we're working on the left hip now. And just noticing how that feels. Does it feel any different to the other side? There's usually some difference. And again, just being aware, just acknowledging the feelings. And then focusing the mind on the breath, breathing slowly, letting the body relax down. So we're halfway there now. So you're doing well. So we've less than a minute to go, so if things are starting to get a bit uncomfortable, maybe you want to just tweak the position just for this last 30 seconds or so. We're coming up now to the 3 minutes. So just take the left leg out straight behind you. We're just going to rest our head on the backs of our hands in crocodile. And just bring the toes together to touch behind you and let the heels flop out. And we're just going to rest here for a moment. Alright, so from here we're going to come up into Sphinx. So this is a gentle back bend. So there'll be some compression in the lower back. So go easy depending on how your lower back is. So we're just going to bring the elbows up so they're just beside the chest. Again, so you can see the arms are at a right angle there. Palms are flat on the floor. Just have the feet out behind you, just relax. They can stay as they were with the heels splayed outwards. Keeping the head up, we're just going to look forwards and we're going to hold here for 3 minutes. Now this can be uncomfortable because it is a compression in the lower back. So if you need to take the arms out a little bit further forward just to take the pressure off the back, that's fine. You'll find that's a little bit easier. And again, if you needed a cushion underneath the chest to rest on, that's fine too. We're aiming for a back bend, but if that's just a slight back bend because you've got back issues, that's fine. So we're going to hold here for 3 minutes. You may find the lower arms ache a bit. Just see if you can push through that, or if not, as I say, take the arms out in front. Just trying to keep the shoulders relaxed and down. Maybe feel some tension in the neck. So again, just change the arm position if that's too much for you. We've done a minute here in Sphinx, so it's not too far to go. And again, just focusing on the breath. Perhaps focusing on the lower back, just seeing how that feels. It's a gentle back bend. But as you move through it, it may start to feel less than gentle. We're holding the body in this position for a longer time than you would normally. And there's just another minute to go here. So just focusing on the breath. Relaxing, trying to relax every other part of the body. The only part of the body we're flexing, if you like, is the lower back. And 30 seconds more here. You're doing really well. A simple looking posture, quite difficult to do for a long period of time. Alright, so we're going to start moving out of Sphinx now, and we're going to come into a child's pose. So just bring the hands a little bit closer to the body so you can push yourself up and bring the bottom back to the heels. And stretch the arms out in front and let the head come onto the floor, or bring the forehead onto a cushion if it's uncomfortable to bring the head to the floor or you can't quite reach. Stretching the arms overhead, palms flat on the floor. You can bring them in if you want to. You can bend the arms slightly if that feels more comfortable. And just resting here for a moment. Letting the back release. We're rounding the back now after having done a little back bend, so we're going the other way. And all these nice long stretches are helping to unblock energy blockages, helping the energy flow more freely through the body. And let's very slowly slide all the way back up to sitting. Alright, so we're going to take an ankle stretch now. Now we're only going to aim to do this for 1, maybe 2 minutes. You're going to need a nice fat cushion or a folded up blanket. What you're going to do is you're going to bring that big fat cushion or fat blanket under the knees, still sitting on the heels, so you can feel that you're stretching that part of the foot. Okay, now this may be excruciating, in which case just do it for as long as you can do it. I'm going to sit here for say a minute. So have the hands on the knees, have the back nice and straight, the shoulders back, the head up. You could do this without the cushion. If you couldn't, you can have the hands alongside the body and just hold the knees up. It's nice to be supported by the cushion, particularly if this is a difficult posture. So as I'm sure you can feel, we're really giving the tops of the feet and the ankles particularly a very good stretch. And say if it becomes too much, then just come out, it's not a problem. We've got less than 30 seconds if you're still managing it, so maybe see if you can hold on a little bit longer. Not a part of the body we stretch too much, but we use our feet and our ankles an awful lot. All right, very slowly now take away your cushion or your blanket. Let's just take the legs out straight for a moment. Just give the little legs a shake, maybe flex the feet a little bit, ease out. That's a nasty stretch. Maybe you enjoyed it, I enjoy it. All right, so take a drink if you need to. And we're going to come into deer posture. I'll change my position. So bring the right foot in front in line with the body, and then your left foot here is just alongside the left buttock. So we're sitting in rather what feels like a lopsided position, so just try and straighten yourself up a little bit. So from here we're going to come forward. Now you can either just take the hands forward, maybe rest on the elbows, bring the head to the backs of the hands. If you would rather, you could bring a nice big cushion and pile of blankets in front of you and just drape yourself over those, just resting the head down. Okay, so we're going to be here on this side for 3 minutes. So either with the cushions or just having the hands on the floor. We're coming forward over the hands. And again, we're working on those hips. So you'll be feeling it in the hips. You can also pop a cushion under the right knee if you feel like your right knee is kind of hovering in the air and that feels a little bit uncomfortable. But otherwise, just trying to relax forward and down. Just breathing through the stretch in that right hip. Hips are where we store an awful lot of emotions. So giving them a good stretch, letting the energy flow through them is going to help with that. So we're nearly halfway through now. Again, just noticing what you're thinking right now. Are you thinking, oh, this is excruciating? Or, oh, I'm enjoying this? Or are you thinking about what you're going to have for dinner? Let's bring the mind back to being present here. So maybe focusing on what the body feels. Or focusing on the breath. 1 more minute on this side. Feeling those muscles relax. Feeling the tissue in between the muscles relax. Alright, so we're coming up to our 3 minutes. So very slowly straighten your arms, bringing yourself back up to sitting. Let's just bring both knees up for the minute. Take the hands behind you and just do a little windscreen wiper action just to ease out any tension. And then we're going to go the other way. So this time the left foot is in front of the body. Nice line in front of the body there, and the right foot alongside the right buttock. Again, just sitting up nice and straight. So coming forward, so again getting your pile of cushions or blankets in front if you want to drape yourself over those as you come forward. Or just walking the hands in front, bringing the head down to the floor or onto the backs of the hands or onto your cushions. And starting our 3 minutes here. And again, just noticing the difference as you might have done in the first hip opener at the beginning, whether this hip likes this as much or not, and whether it's equal, which I doubt. Again, if the left knee is kind of miles off the floor, you can always bring a little cushion or a folded up blanket under that left knee just so it feels more supported. And relaxing down, remembering the slow breath, and just trying to feel at ease in the posture. Or at the very least being able to observe what you do feel, how the body feels. So we're nearly halfway there on this side now. And if it gets too much, you can come up so you're not folding forwards. Perhaps for this last minute, you want to try and come further down, melt into it even more. It's up to you. Breathing gently. Got about 30 seconds or so left to go. So if you're struggling, you can either choose to get through it or ease up a bit. That feels best for you. Alright, so let's very slowly straighten our arms, come back up. Moving the cushions out the way if you had cushions, and again let's just bring those knees up, hands behind us. Just give the knees a little rock from side to side. Just easing out any tension in those hips. Alright, just going to have a little bit of my tea for a second. Okay, so we're going to come into camel, which is another back bend. So not always easy for people. There's a number of different ways you can do this, but what I like to do is take a cushion because it's more supportive. Ultimately we're going to be coming back like this with our bottom up. Now you could just hold it up, but I find that quite intense. So what I like to do is put a nice big fat cushion or blanket underneath the bottom. Sorry, I've cut some of my head off, but needs must. Okay, so I've got a nice fat cushion just under my bottom. I'm sitting on my heels and it's under the bottom, and then we're going to take the arms back and just rest like this. Now obviously the more cushions or blankets you have under your bottom, the more of a back bend you're going to get in. But again, we're not aiming for a massive back bend that's going to be excruciating for 3 minutes. We're aiming for a gentle back bend. And if this is difficult for you, you could always bring in a blanket or a cushion so it's kind of equal height, so that again you're not having too intense a back bend. Okay, so just take a moment just to find where you're going to be able to rest for 3 minutes. And you can either keep the head up, looking forwards, or if it's comfortable, you can take the head back and let it dangle. So we're going to stay here for 3 minutes. Not an easy posture. If having the head back makes you feel a bit odd, then bring it up and look forwards. Just focusing on that back, bending the back. And the greater the back bend, the more you're also going to be engaging the fronts of the thighs. You may also feel some tension in the shoulder and the arms, because you're obviously resting on the arms, and the shoulders at the end of the arms. Trying to breathe deeply so we can breathe into the middle of the chest. The chest is open and wide. So make the most of that and breathe deeply into the middle of the chest. If this is very difficult, feel free to come up, have a little rest, and then come back into it. But we are over halfway through. So perhaps another minute-ish, if you can manage it. Or if you need to come up, that's fine. And the counter pose we're going to go into after is child's pose, to counteract the back bend. If you're managing in this the whole time, that's brilliant, you're doing really well. Keep breathing. Just letting the body relax as much as it can. About 30 seconds left to go. And then we're going to very slowly push up on the right hand, and we'll remove our cushion, and we'll come forward into child's pose. So let's start doing that now. So very slowly pushing up on the right, coming back up, remove your cushion. Heels back to the bottom, and then stretching out, bringing the head to the mat, or bring the cushion under the head, stretch the arms, or just let the arms relax so the elbows are on the floor. Rounding the back now. Letting any tension fall away. So after the compression of the back bend, we're rounding the back. And then when you're ready, let's just slide up to sitting. Alright, so we're going to come forwards again now. Another counter pose with the back bend. So we're going to take Caterpillar, which is essentially a forward bend, Paschimottanasana in Sanskrit. So we're going to have the legs out in front. Now they can be together, or if you do have back issues, I suggest that they are apart. And also if you have back issues, it can be quite hard on your back, so you could roll up a blanket and just bring it under the knees, so the knees are ever so slightly lifted, so they're not completely straight, which is fine. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to come forwards. So we can either just come all the way forwards like this, just holding on to the ankles or the feet. Or again, you might want to bring a nice big, that's quite large, a big cushion or a blanket just up against the belly under the chest. So when you're forward, you're kind of draped over and that cushion is supporting you. Okay? So get your props if you need to, just sitting up nice and straight. We're going to take the arms up so we can stretch up, and then we can go forwards and over. So we're really stretching as far as we can. And then just grabbing hold of the legs wherever they are. If you've got a cushion, you can let your head just hang down onto it, or the head can dangle. So we're going to stay here for 3 minutes. So we're really stretching the lower back, stretching the backs of the legs. Just let the shoulders and the head and the neck feel loose. We want everything else to be relaxed. The only bit of tension is the area of the body that we're intending to stretch. And keeping that breath nice and slow and long. And maybe that breath is just helping you sink down a little bit more each time. So we've done just over a minute, so just less than 2 minutes to go. Just enjoying coming forwards, enjoying that stretch in the lower back. If it feels a little bit too much, you can just come up a little bit. You don't need to be fully stretching forward. The body needs to feel reasonably comfortable in the position, with just a little bit of challenge. So we're over halfway now. You can do it, you're nearly there. It's less than a minute to go. Letting the body relax down further if you can, or easing off a little if you need to. A lovely stretch. 30 seconds left to go. Okay, we're coming to the end of the 3 minutes now. So I want you very slowly start rolling back up to sitting, removing any cushions or blankets, and just come back onto your back for a moment. We're going to bring the knees to the chest and just hold the knees to the chest. You can take a little rock around if you need to, or just hold the knees in. Just perhaps feeling the rebound and the counter position of having the legs out straight and being folded forward to bringing them into the chest. Just let the body relax. And then bring the feet flat to the floor. Have them a little bit apart, and we're just going to do that windscreen wipery movement again. Again, just easing off any tension. Okay, so very slowly coming back up to sitting. So we're going to take a saddle, it's a half saddle posture. Angle myself a little bit here. So with the legs out straight, you're going to take the right leg bent like we did in that in deer posture. So the right heel is up against the bottom and the left leg is out straight. Okay, a little bit awkward. See how this feels. Maybe you want to bring it out a bit, or maybe put a blanket under the ankle. If you can, keeping it tucked up against the right buttock. And again, we're going to come forwards over the left leg. Now again, you could just hold on, or if you want to bring a cushion in on top of the left leg and just drape yourself over there. So finding your position, we're going to stay here for 3 minutes. So either no cushion or blanket and just coming forwards over the leg, or bringing a cushion in so you can rest your chest or your head, and holding on to that left leg. And just letting the body drop as much as it can. Feeling a big stretch down the left leg now. You may also feel it in the right hip or right knee. If there's issues with the hips or the knees, then you may need to tweak this posture to make it less painful to you. I'm not going to say comfortable, more comfortable than it is. And if coming over the left leg is causing an issue, then just ease off and come up at any time. So we're working on the hips, both hips, right knee, stretching the left leg. There's quite a lot going on. And just holding and breathing. We're getting on for halfway there now, so you're doing really well. Just a minute left to go, so if you want to ease further into it, you can, or maybe ease off. And again, just noticing which parts of the body are crying out, which parts are enjoying it, and just trying to focus on the breath. So last 30 seconds now, so soon we're going to ease back up and switch around. If you need to do that now, that's fine. Or just hang on for another 10 seconds or so. And let's slowly start to come up. Removing the cushion, let's just bring both knees up again. Take that windscreen wiper move, I can't say that. Just to ease out the hips. So yes, we're going to go the other side. So this time the right leg is outstretched and the left leg is bent, the left foot alongside the left buttock. So just getting yourself in position. So coming over that right leg, so again either just coming over it and just holding onto the ankle, or bringing a fat cushion onto the right leg, draping yourself forward, holding on to the right ankle. Immediately noticing how this feels. Is this stiffer? And hopefully the stiffness will start to soften as you stay here and breathe. You can feel it in the lower back as well, your left hip, your left knee. Just have a check around each of these body parts. See how it feels on this side. And breathing into it again. Just trying to relax. Relax the shoulders and the upper back, relax the head, let those all feel soft and relaxed. We're just about halfway through now. So letting the body relax further down if you can, if you want to. Easing up at any time if you need to. Stretching that right leg now. Minute to go. And maybe as we've gone through the practice, your mind has calmed. Maybe at the beginning you were thinking all sorts of things, but as we've gone through each posture, made ourselves be still in each posture, maybe you can now notice that the mind has stopped its chatter a little. It's focusing more on the body, on the breath, focusing more on what we're doing here. 30 seconds left. Alright, so we're going to come out now. So just bring the hands alongside the leg. Let's very slowly draw ourselves back up. Move your cushions out the way. Just bring the feet up again. Just take the windscreen wiper movement. Very gently side to side. And then let's come to lie on the back. And just bring the knees up. Give ourselves a little hug. Take a bit of movement if you need to. So our last position now is going to be on the back, and we're going to take a twist. So lying on your back, take your arms outstretched either side. I haven't got too much space here, it's fine. So the arms are outstretched either side. Bring the feet about mat width apart, or nearly mat width apart, okay? And then with those feet mat width apart, you're just going to take the knees over to the right, so they're quite wide. And then in this position, if you can, turn the head to the left, only if that feels okay. Now we're going to stay here for 2 minutes. Now what you can do, if it feels okay for you, is bring the right foot on top of the left knee, just to increase that twist. So the right foot's on top of the left knee, weighing the left knee down, bringing the left knee down towards the ground. And the right knee might be in the air still, that's okay. Or you can pop a cushion underneath it if you need to feel it supported. So we're just going to hold here for another minute or so. Head is to the left if that feels alright, if not keep it in centre. Right foot on top of the left knee if that's okay, if not have the right foot on the floor so the knees are falling to the right. Feeling a lovely twist along the spine, feeling it in the hips as well. Just trying to relax into the mat, relax into the floor, keep the backs of the shoulders on the floor. Alright, so we're going to come to the other side. So just bring the head back to centre. Release the right foot from off the left knee. Bring the knees up to centre. Have a little Shuffle, get yourself back central again. You may have moved slightly, so with the feet, let's say nearly mat width. Let's drop the knees over to the left side now. Twisting to the left. If it's okay, take the head to the right. And either staying twisted like this or bringing the left foot on top of the right knee, just to ease that right knee down a little bit further. And again, you can slip a little cushion under the left knee if you don't like it kind of hovering in the air, or not, that's fine. Let's just stay here for 2 minutes. So enjoying that twist through the back. You feel it in the hips too. Relaxing down. Nearly there. Less than a minute to go. And now let's bring the head back to center. Release the right knee, bring the knees back up. Let's just take them from side to side again, just releasing the hips. And then bring the knees to the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then we're going to come into relaxation. So coming into Shavasana. So you can either have the legs out straight, or if you prefer to have the knees up, that's fine. Or maybe with the legs out straight, you can roll that blanket up again underneath the knees, just to raise the knees slightly and remove the pressure from the back. You might want to bring a cushion under your head, and you might want to bring a blanket over the body to make you feel really relaxed and cozy as we come into relaxation. So we're going to start by just taking 3 really deep breaths, breathing in deeply and then releasing the breath with a big long sigh. So let's breathe in, release. Again, breathe in, release. Once more, breathe in, release. Just let the breath settle. Breathing gently, breathing slowly. Having a check around the body, seeing how the body feels. Having a little shift around if you need to ease out any little niggles. Again, just feeling the body supported by the ground, letting the body sink into the ground beneath you. So we're going to just do a little bit of muscle tension and relaxation to help us relax further. So focusing on the left foot and leg, I want you to flex the right foot and just lift the leg off the floor very slightly and just hold it. And then release, lower the leg and let the foot relax. Again, so flexing the right foot, just lift the leg like a centimetre or an inch off the ground, just hold it. And then relax, lower the leg, unflex the foot. Once more, breathing in, flexing the foot, lifting the leg slightly off the ground. And breathe out, relax the foot and lower the leg. Let's do the same with the left leg. So breathe in, lift the leg, flexing the foot, holding for a second. Breathe out, unflex the foot, lower the leg gently. Again, left leg, lifting slightly off the floor, flexing the foot and holding. Breathe out and lower, relax. Last time, breathing in, lift the left leg, flex the foot, hold it for a second or two. Release the foot, lower the leg. So just do the same with both legs this time. So breathe in, lift the legs, a couple of centimetres off the floor, flexing both feet and holding. Breathe out, lower the legs, release the feet. Again, breathe in, lift both legs, flex the feet and hold. Breathe out, lower the legs back, relax the feet. Once more, breathe in, lift the legs, inch off the floor, flex the feet and hold, tense. Breathe out, lower the legs, relax the feet. Just let the feet flop outwards. So just bringing some tension now into the buttocks and the back. I want you to breathe in, scrunch the buttocks, hold the back tight. Breathe out, relax. Again, breathe in, hold the buttocks in, tense the back. Breathe out, and relax. Once more, breathe in, tense the buttocks, hold the back. Breathe out, relax. So right arm now, breathe in, lift the arm slightly off the ground, hold it tense, clench the fist. Breathe out, release the fingers gently, lower the arm back to the floor. Breathe in, lift the arm, couple of centimetres off the floor, clench the fist and hold. Breathe out, lower the arm, let the fingers unfurl and relax. Once more, right arm, breathe in, lift the arm, clench the fist, hold. Breathe out, lower the arm, unfurl the fingers and relax. Left arm now, breathe in, lift the left arm slightly off the ground, curl the fingers into a fist and hold. Breathe out, lower the arm, relax the fingers. Again, left arm, breathe in, lift the arm a centimetre or two up, clench the fist and hold. Breathe out, lower the arm, unfurl the fingers. Once more with the left arm, breathe in, lift the arm slightly, clench the fist and hold. Breathe out, unfurl the fingers, lower the arm. We'll do the same with both arms now. So breathe in, lifting both arms a little bit off the floor, clench both fists and hold. Breathe out, relax the arms down, unfurl the fingers. Again, breathe in, lift the arms, make fists. Breathe out, lower the arms, relax the hands. Once more, breathe in, lift the arms, clench the fists and hold. Breathe out, lower the arms, unfurl the hands, let the hands and the arms relax on the floor. Just coming to the head now, tensing around the neck and the jaw, just screwing up the face, the nose and the eyes and the cheeks, and hold. And relax, let the muscles soften. Again, breathe in, scrunching the face and the jaw, the nose and the cheeks and the eyes, holding them tense. Relax and soften the muscles. Once more, breathing in, scrunching up the face, the nose, the cheeks, the eyes, the jaw. Hold. And relax, let the face soften. So lastly, we'll just take all of those movements and hold the body fully in tension and relax the whole body. So both legs now, lifting both legs off the floor, flexing the feet, holding them tight, scrunching up the buttocks and the back, lifting the arms off the floor, making fists, scrunching up the face and the head, holding the body tightly, and then release, letting the arms and the legs come back to the floor, letting the feet flop out, fingers unfurl, face is soft. And just once more melting into the mat, feeling the ground cradle you and support you as you relax, breathing gently. The whole body is relaxed and at peace. And just bringing your mind back to your breath again. Take 3 deep breaths again. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, gently taking the head from side to side. Rolling onto your left side and just resting on the left side for a moment. Rolling onto your tummy, resting your head on the backs of your hands. When you're ready, just coming up to sitting, just sit for a moment with the eyes closed and bring the palms together at the chest. Just enjoying the final moments of quietness and stillness. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. I hope you enjoyed that yin yoga session. Maybe something new to you, maybe not. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching.